Well, Staten Island's deer population is down 30% in the last 5 years, and that's largely thanks to the city's deer vasectomy program. Here now to tell us all about it is Katrina Toll of the NYC Parks Department Wildlife Unit there. Thanks for coming on this morning, Katrina.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I always tell people I'm happy to talk deer any day of the week. So, you've caught me at a good time to talk deer.
Thank you, dear. It's a topic near and dear to your heart.
Well done.
Oh, yes.
And we're really happy to have you because this is a subject I think a lot of people are intrigued by.
Right. So where did the idea to implement this deer vasectomy program come from?
Sure. So around 2015, we started getting a lot of complaints about the overabundant deer population, that they were having negative impacts to daily lives of Staten Islanders. And I live on Staten Island, so I saw it myself, that you'd be driving and you could see deer crossing the road, which could be dangerous and cause deer vehicle collisions. We had an increased number of Lyme disease cases. And so the city heard these concerns from Staten Islanders and they said, what can we do here? So in 2015, they formed a deer task force to try and take a look at the overabundant deer population. So deer are really good at reproducing, and without natural predators like wolves on Staten Island and without hunting being able to be implemented there, their population was able to grow very quickly. And so in 2015, the city started a deer task force, and out of that task force came the Deer Impact Management Plan. And so a big part of the Deer Impact Management Plan is this deer vasectomy study. And so this is a really unique study that's looking at how a vasectomy program implemented across the island could impact the deer population. This vasectomy program, though, is only part of the Deer Impact Management Plan. The other parts of the Deer Impact Management Plan include vegetation assessment and forest health protections. We also have traffic safety measures, health safety measures, and also a really robust education program, because people really need to learn how to safely coexist with deer and other animals that are living in Staten Island.
Absolutely.
Well, what are the challenges of implementing all of this? Because it sounds like you've got a lot going on. How are you educating the public? What are some of the things you guys are doing?
Sure. So when we first started, we had a citywide campaign where people could see advertisements on the subway and at bus stops about deer and other wildlife, saying that they're New Yorkers too and they live here. We also do a deer awareness presentation for schools. And so pre-pandemic, that was an in-school program. Now we've moved it to a virtual way that students can be engaged with the data directly. We also do a lot of outreach on our website and on our Parks Instagram. We have Wildlife Wednesdays every Wednesday on Parks Instagram account, and we get a lot of information about safely coexisting with all of the wildlife in New York City there.
That's nice. It sounds like you're really providing a lot of information that people need. And I'm curious, how long did it actually take for you to see that progress?
So we started seeing some promising results right away. I mean, even with education, we saw results of that right away, that we were going into schools and asking people if they were checking for ticks before going into a green space and after going into a green space. And then after doing our programs, we were seeing that the students were telling us that, yes, I'm definitely going to look for ticks after I go into a green space, when before they weren't. And so that's really important, because Lyme disease prevention is really a personal thing. So it's like, what steps can we take to prevent Lyme disease for ourselves? And so that we saw immediately. And then with the deer population, we've been seeing some steady results over the years. And so we're currently in project year 7 of this study. And I think that the stats that you pulled are from a public-facing story map that we have. We really encourage people to look at the data on their own. We want people to be clear about the progress of this program. It's a really innovative program, and we want people to be able to do a deep dive on the data. And so in the 6 years of this program, we've had a 29% total reduction in the deer population.
Wow, that's significant.
That's really significant. So what other benefits are you seeing from a lower deer population? I'm assuming there's, obviously less property damage for people's shrubs and things like that, but what else are you seeing?
I think the really big one, and it was a big concern coming into this program. We had a lot of voices saying that they were concerned about deer vehicle collisions, which can be a very scary thing for people and has life-altering consequences. And so what we've seen that's been really promising is that over the course of 6 project years, deer-related collisions reported to NYPD have declined by 57%.
That's great.
That is
Yeah.
outstanding.
That's
That
actually
is shocking.
comforting.
Well,
Mhm.
shockingly comforting. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I'm glad to hear that because I know even at night when I go out, the first thing I always say, if anybody I know is going out, I say, watch out for the deer, watch out for deer,
Yes.
because it's such a concern here. It really is. And so I'm really glad that you're doing something to make that improvement for everybody. So thank you so much, Katrina Toll, for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have had some chance to be here.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate all you've done and we'll continue to keep up with everything that you guys are doing right now. Thank you.
You're welcome.